Okay, so Meshager Kos, somebody who sends a cup to that says a brisa, Isha, to a woman Shlomi Das Baila without her husband's consent, Chai Misa. Well, that's a powerful statement. Daito Rabba love. His intent is very great in a negative way, I guess. Which seems to make more sense in context. Let's see what the Rabbi Chaim says. Still even though it's a mitzvah to send the kosher bracha to the woman of the house, the brachas olive shlomi das baila also that her husband's consent, or at least knowledge, I guess, is also a few mishakar. Even you do it by an agent, even if you don't go directly to the woman, you just send it to her. That's a problem. He has nefarious plots to be drawn after her. So it becomes greater to become habituated by her. So Tanakama and Rabbi are both saying the same thing. They say different ways. Have a moment of Lashon Rabbi. And then one had a Masorah to say one way, the other Masorah to say different way, and each one had to say the Lashon of his Rabbi. I don't like that. I don't think that it's very dochak to say that. I think that I would say, and what I'm about to say might not be MS, but I like it anyway, so I'm going to say it anyway, is that Daito is a plan. Yetzirah is a desire. And the difference between the machshava and the hirur. Machshava ra ena kosh baruch hu mitzarfel ma'isa, but hirur avera kashim avera. Whereas if your person plots to do a sin, they a cold-blooded plot, a cold-blooded thought, which is what a machshava is, language of cheshbon. So then Hashem doesn't consider that an avera. But a hirur avera, which is a hot-blooded thought, which is like a mountain which comes up within your thought process, which is much more of an emotional and lustful thought than a machshava. So that, of course, Baruch Hu, that is going to be very severe and even sometimes kashim me'avera. So therefore, what he's saying here is that the Tanakama is saying that.
Wait a minute, which one is worse? I didn't quite catch that.
Hirhur is worse.
Because it happens suddenly?
No, because it's lustful. It's not calculated.
So cold-blooded thought, but you don't actually do anything, doesn't matter?
Right.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's if you plan a murder in your mind analytically, right? And you don't actually go through with it. Right, that's the principle. As Hiraver, if you actually have a fantasy about killing somebody, right? And you fantasize about that, that's Hiraver Kashmi Avera. We usually say specifically about Arias, though. About Arias, we say that, that's Hiraver Kashmi Avera, but it could theoretically be about other things. But in any event, so the Tanakam is saying, Daito Rabo love, right? In other words, he's saying even if you don't have, even if you don't know her, and you're just designing a way because she's not even present. Rabbi Chaim says, right? And we have principle Eina Yetzirah Sholet El Mamasha Eina Bros. Yetzirah only takes effect in something which either you can see or at least you have seen. That's why there's a heter for Kol Isha if you don't know what the woman looks like. Because don't know what she looks like, then you can't have a typo for her. So I think that the first mandam is saying, you know what? You don't know what she looks like. She might be in the other room when you're saying the kosher bracha. Doesn't matter. Your das here is to eventually find you're scheming and plotting to find a way to that woman, and that makes you chayiv misa. Whereas Rabbi said, no, if you don't know what she looks like, a real clue what she looks like, so then you can't be chayiv misa. It's only if you have Yetzirah. The Yetzirah specifically comes out if you know what she looks like. Then there's a problem, and then you're chayiv misa. That's what I would say. Okay, that's my job. Okay, Amar Rabba. Rabba said, "Lami krashma isha." Why is woman called? But this is a Meseches Kalla doesn't pull any punches here. Why is woman called Isha Sheyesh? Right. So there's a famous drasha here actually, which is Sheva Brachas. Ish, Eish, Yud, the Ish, Hey, the Isha, Hareshem Mutabeneim. Right. So if you have an Ish, way it's said in the Bible, Ish Visha Zachu Shkina Shriya Beneim, because you have Yud between the Ish and the Hey in the Isha, and it's Yud K, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's Shriya Beneim. But also Bavli says that the woman is more closer to fire, because in the man, the Yud interrupts between the Aleph and the Shin. In the woman, the Hey does not interrupt between the Aleph and the Shin. So a woman is much closer to fire, being fiery in whatever sense than the man is. But regardless, it says Nischam Arei Shemuto Beneim, right? Nischamamu, but they really get hot. The Yud K runs away, then Yishar Eish. You're left with fire. Okay? Basically, you're saying Shalom Bayis is contingent on the presence of the in your house. Woman goes Shema Isha she Eish, Lomar, L'olam he Eish, V'hu Eish. Elishim Zochu Shina Beineim, Sheshmo Mutam Beineim, Yud B'Isfi Hey B'Isha. Chamu Shneim, Nischamumu, Nischabru Ba'Aveira. So now he wants to say it's not a question of Shalom Bayis. Let's say it's about a man and woman who are not married to each other, right? And they got aroused and heated in an Aveira, right? So Nishar Eish Hare Eish Ochosan, they're consumed by fire, which would be in line with our Brisa, because our Brisa seems to be talking about a woman who's not his wife, right? So he's saying, but normally it's understood as lo zachu, the man and wife, right? Then, right. So okay, all right. Brisa. Same thing, right? It's a whole group. Kulam chayavim misam. Neshe daitum raboleim. Rabbi Omer, Neshe hitzor raboleim. The same principle, except that it's about a whole group. And now Gemara says, "Well, I'm going to leave Meimar v'chem b'nei chabura." Right? Why do you have to say it? We raised about the time you might have said an individual's usher, b'nei chabura lo, but not a group, because how can they whole group have this plotting and scheming in the same way? The b'nei chabura lo, kamashal came as lo shlomi das baila ko parutz vasach migavei. That must be a pasuk somewhere. All preachers boils from within. It says, Chaim Kanievsky Amar Hadim B'Yachid Matzach Lachzav L'Shanos B'Nei Chabura Eli Chidoy Das and my thought individual Shemakarev Atzmo Etzla Bekach makes himself closer that way. That's also Avo Brabin like a Mechash, but if it's a masses, it's not a problem. Therefore, can we say no to this problem? Kol Paratz Rasach Migavei Pizzas Himar Ticha Mitocham. It is pizzas bubbling up from amongst them. Okay, Brisa, Marta mostly Isha, Miyada Liyada. If you pay a woman money from your hand to her hand, or Miyada Liyada or vice versa, we feel she's takeba in order to look at even the presumption is even to look at her fingers, right? I feel God Kamosha Ben Shekibel told me Sinai, Loyana came with the we won't be cleansed of the din of Gehenna. Yad liyad, hand to hand, lo yanakera. You will not be cleansed from that wickedness. When I first came to Muncie in 2001, so I went to a grocery store, and that grocery store, I came to check out, and I going to give the checkout lady my credit card. She said, "Put it down," and I had no idea what was going on until finally I realized she was refusing to take the credit card directly from my hand, because she was a Hasidic lady of some sort, and she would not take the credit card directly from the mail. So I did not ever go back to that store again. It's been over 20 years, and I have not been back to that store. And Maisa, I don't claim to have any schos in this, but HaKadosh Baruch Hu saved me, because I didn't shop in that store. I didn't get caught up in the Muncie chicken scandal in the early 2000s, which emerged from that store, where there was the butcher at that store was selling non-kosher chickens as if they were kosher. And much of Muncie ate that chicken. So I never ever shopped there again. So I never had that problem. But in any event, obviously the whole issue is if you're doing it deliberately in order to look at her, so to touch her would be the same issue, but we're just doing it to give money. It's not the only harchaka we have is by one's own wife when she's in nida, not by some other woman. Okay, says Rabbi Chaim, Bryce Amar Tzamos, Monamos, you count money, yad yad lo, and can't match him yad yad feel commotion. Guess counting money, because counting money, it's not just a momentary gesture, right? You're still seeing they're counting money out, so there's time to be mistaken, right? To gaze at her hand. So yad yad lo, can't match him yad yad feel commotion. Give a third yad because Baruch Hu Yodo lo yinake roh. You will not be free of this. He's not free of wickedness. So it says, "Mahasha kosher bracha asur." We already said a kosher bracha is asur. Most miboya. Isn't it obvious that money is asur? So hasim shlomi das, hacha achmi das. Here, there was shlomi das, her husband. Here, it's even her husband is around. Inami hasim lo mahara. There, she's not thinking of her. Here it's thinking of her, therefore it's us. Which is very cryptic. I have no idea what it means. Let's see what Chaim says. Okay, there's a mitzvah there, right? And still you're not doing it, even by shliach. Most the other money from man down is not obvious. We need to be kosher bracha. You could take kiba. Granted, when it's kosher bracha, there's somewhat more affection. Me by most than they're counting money. But that's only where you're doing it for the purpose of counting the money. But here he's doing it in order to look at her. Shita dasim kavachomer the kosher bracha. Tabsi also kavachomer from the kosher bracha. Why do you have to tell us this? Even her husband is okay with this whole deal. It's still forbidden. Came to us, okay, let's talk about this. He's doing it in order to look at her. And that which it says you can be matir where you can no, sorry. Tani law, that which it says it here. Luria is telling you a heter. It's actually going to tell you leniency. If you're not doing the pre-stock, you're not thinking about it, right? You're doing just to count the money. Really way to thinking, but when you have hurim about her, that's awesome. You're not even sure she's talking about. That's the most of them because of bracha. So now the chiddush is that the money is better than kosher bracha. Also feel below here. Kosher bracha is also even if you don't have yehurim, because it brings you to affection. Okay, so he says evidently there are two kalas here. I'm sure there must be some other gears up, but there are two kalas, chaberta, and kala number one is sending a coast to kala number two. Even though she's sending the cup to another woman, also the shagar deish. Now I'll send it through a man. Okay, so a woman can't send the cup through a man, even if the intended end goal is another woman. Okay, next place is long. Do you want to stop here? I want to go
on. Yeah, I think we can call it here.
Stop here. Okay, very good. Have a great week.
You too.
Sunday, Meseches Kalla Rabbasi again. Bye.
Bye.